this is my garden now. All the snow is melted off, and you can see I've thrown some sawdust on there because we were doing our wood cutting, so it was just easy to do. Our soils here don't have much organic matter at all.
Wait a minute. Wood is so much more romantic to me.
No. Garden.
Oh, sorry.
And the white thing is remay. I put that over my strawberries, so hopefully that will heat it up a little bit.
Oh, the white stuff right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's that called?
Remay. It's a row cover that it'll make it warmer under there.
And what does the sawdust do?
Well,
and we'll till that into the ground
too,
right?
It's just organic matter. It's just adding enriching the soil a little bit.
And I see something new over there, red.
Oh yeah, I have a new compost bin that I made. It can be taken apart in 4 sections and moved. And yeah, I've thrown some nice compost out of there. It's amazing how much it depletes. I must fill that thing 3 or 4 times, and it just ends up being about half full. So.
Oh wow, what's the green? There's something green down there.
Where?
The very bottom tier.
Oh yeah, there's rhubarb. Well, the green is the first wildflowers to come up. They're irises and bluebells.
Ooh.
And I just planted them from the wild, but I really like them because they're kind of the first spring flowers.
Boy,
I don't know of any domestic ones.
And then what do we have here just before we get to your table here?
Okay, so we threw all the leftover wood from our wood cutting splitting on these.
Bark splitting.
Yeah, bark and wood scraps. Those are raspberries, and they like to grow through that type of stuff because they spread by their rhizomes, their root system. So in nature you often find them on a wood pile. So we just threw that on there because it was easy, and they will love it. It'll compost down and to enrich the soil and be good stuff for them to go in.
And I was playing with the camera. You said that it will keep the weeds from coming up too, right?
That too. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now show us what you got over here.
Okay, so here's my plant table, and
Ooh.
This is May 15, middle May. We have about 2 weeks till frost-free day. So I'm planting these pumpkins and squash right now, winter squash, summer squash, planting those. And I'm gonna they say to plant things about as deep as 2 seed. So anyway, the bigger the seed, the deeper you're gonna plant them. So I'm just gonna plant those. But I was gonna say that we kind of consider it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The little 6-packs is kind of breakfast. You get your plants started, and I don't want 4 in there. I'm gonna pinch these off. Too many plants, just 1 in each. And then when they get a little bigger, like today, I moved these into the...
What are those?
These are just Coleus. They're like just a decorative plant. And lunch. This is lunch. Yep. So they get a bigger box now. And then dinner will be when we plant them in the ground. And you can see that the faster growing plants have to be planted later. Like these squash and these cucumbers grow pretty quickly. So we don't want to plant them too early.
Okay, so timing is everything.
Timing is everything. These, I planted a little too early. These are bachelor's buttons, and they're actually blooming already. But I've been just picking off the little flowers that grow. So those are probably
to kind of retard them out a little bit.
Yeah, just to slow them down. And these may be a little bit late. They're Swiss chard, just some greens. But in 2 weeks, are they really going to be ready? Could have been planted earlier. But everything else is looking good. And
have you gotten better over the years of the timing? Have you?
Yeah, and I don't know if I've gotten better or there's 2 types of seed companies that I really like. And one is Johnny's, and they're out of Maine, so they're very similar to the Alaska climate. And these are really nice packages because you can just rip them open and then it sticks back shut. So I've had these probably 2 or 3 years. The other company I really, really like is Denali Seed Company. This would be one of their things. Their website is Best Cool Seeds. And either on their website or their packages, why I like them is they explain exactly how to grow things in Alaska. They're out of Anchorage, and they only sell things that actually grow here. And they'll tell you, you know, these tomatoes have to be in a greenhouse, or these green beans, you have to make a hill because they have to be warm, stuff like that. So they explain exactly how to grow things. Those are my two favorite places to grow seeds. So I think, have I gotten better? Maybe, but also I've listened to the experts a little bit better. But one thing I was going to show also is for starting seeds, I really like these seed cover trays.
They're
This
expensive.
one's a little bit dirty. They're expensive, but once I get those covered, I'll just put that over it and that'll keep it moist. Another thing you can do is I just put a bag over those. You can see already how the moisture is staying in there because of the bag.
What's in that one?
That has some Chinese cabbage and rutabaga.
Okay.
So this is 2 weeks to go till frost-free day, and like I say, I'm planting my pumpkins and squash. Pumpkins have done super well for me. Denali has a kind of winter squash, does really well. So there you have it. We've been moving this table.
There, good. Every day.
Every day, inside at night.
Yep.
And then we bring it out during the day. This deck is nice and warm. So if you don't have a greenhouse and you're trying to start plants, that's another thing you can do. You carry them in, carry them out every day. And actually, often by now, by mid-May, we've been able to leave plants outside, but it's not freezing at night. It's getting down into low 40s.
Low 40s easily.
So it's too cold. But there you have it. Someday this will, Lord willing, be spread over the garden over there, and we'll get some veggies out of it.
Now here, this is part 3, but I want to just put a plug for the raspberry clinic that you're doing that got amazingly high turnout. Tell us a little bit about that and why so many people are coming for raspberries, and because you sell them and also because you've been around them for years. I'm giving the answer to my own question.
Yeah, for years and years I've grown plenty of raspberries for our own family of 7. I would grow probably 10 gallons a year off my little patch. And then when we had more room out here to grow, I decided to make a U-Pick patch. So Adam's showing it to you there. You can just see the canes I've been pruning. So when I was pruning, I thought, this is so boring and lonely. Why don't I invite some people up? So I thought, well, maybe people want to learn how to grow raspberries. You know, I've sold a lot of plants, and I thought maybe it would be fun, you know, just to have some people over. So I put it on Facebook and Craigslist, and I've had a lot of responses. I've actually made 3 sessions, so we'll be doing it 3 different times. And I would just love for everybody to be able to grow their own raspberries here. I mean, it's not that hard.
And they're not wild. They're domestic.
No, they're domestic.
How big do they usually get?
Oh, I mean, they're good size.
And they're very low seed. They're not seedy.
Yeah.
And they have high juice and stuff like that. So they're not your wild. You're not just growing wild Alaskan.
Wild berries. They grow. I think they're the easiest fruit to get a lot of here, and compared to the grocery store prices, it doesn't take that long. It's not that difficult. So I'm encouraging everybody, grow some raspberries, and I will sell plants. You can order plants from me if you come to my clinic, or I'll post an ad later when they start really growing. So yeah, I sell plants, and I love to help people grow their own stuff.
Good. All right. And if people are interested in learning more about raspberries that we grow here in Alaska that Charlotte's talking about, put a comment in the comments. Just let us know, and we'll do a raspberry video. All right. Well, Hank and Izzy are chewing on a bone, and they've got their caution tape on because they're just such amazing, great guard dogs. We have to put caution tape on them. No, Joanna was having fun. All right. See you next time.